See this is his eye, right? Here's his nose, here's his mouth, and his tongue is going out there into the waterfall. But look over here, there's a goat head over here. There's a mountain goat right there. But look, there's a kid climbing up into the mouth of the big figure over the waterfall. Now ain't that's dang cool. And see, there's another person standing right here. There's a kid walking right here. See his legs? He's right in there, walking this way. Probably another. This is I don't know who what, you know. But look, see, there's a kid. There's a girl inside there. Look, see, there's a kid climbing up up there into the mouth of the thing. And this is the goat. There, he's got it. So it's under his chin. That's a mountain goat over there. And but you know, this is what I got when I took I had the picture. I put it through the art program. Um, this is one I took this picture way out there. Look at that bird, though. Isn't that cool? Get back to my here. See, this is this guy. He's in this, I think. Yeah, it should be a. There's people inside the cracks and elephants everywhere. Okay, switch around. I'll get something set up on the screen and go back to it. But yeah, what you seen there was, I mean, it's a. I'll open up the raw picture of that before I put it through any art program, so you could see that it was. It's this one. That's. It's all there. It's all there. It's all there. See, there's the face in the rock, the the waterfall here. Let me get the hand on there. You got the hand. You got the boy climbing in the mouth of the face. He's got a big ear here. And there's the goat over there, mountain goat. Or bighorn sheep, I think. I think these are his horns. Yeah, those are his horns curled there. So that's me, the Aries, you know? Those are just tree branches back there. But, oh no, look. It's a shadow, but it's an F. Oh, F. Oh. Well, you know. But there's that kid, and then there was other people. Oh yeah, look at her. Look, there's a woman here. Um, you won't find stuff like this in Yellowstone. This guy here, he's climbing up in there. See, there, there's a bunch of other people in there. Um, yeah, you won't find stuff like that there. That's big old head there. Let's see. Open up the. What else I got in here? Oh, this was a cool one because there's a guy back in here. But when I put it through art program, this is what come up was these animals. and things. And that guy there, he's like being held, but you see, this is a mammoth, the trunk coming down around. And there's another one here, and its trunk coming and curling right there. But there's another one in there, another one. So, there's just a whole bunch of them, but there's different animals, and there's and the art program puts on there what it sees, you know. It restores. This was a neat one. This is what that was. See, this is a mammoth head. This is the front. That's the eye right there. This is the front of the head, and it comes down. And this is a mammoth too, and they got their trunks joined right here. But there's a face. There's a human face right here. There's the eyes, the nose, the mouth. But there's another face down here. Another pair of eyes right below his nose. You know what I mean? Okay, another one. Here you can see the mammoth trunks coming down at the bottom. And this whole thing's a mammoth. That's the eye, and there's the trunk coming down. The whole thing is a mammoth head. But there's stuff carved in this. See, there's a figure there. There's somebody right there standing there. Let's go into his face. Look at him. See, but he's actually somebody else bending over next to him on his shoulder. I don't know. But is that lettering there? Is that writing, maybe? Are those letters? See what I'm saying? There's all kinds of weird stuff up here. This guy in the corner here. There's, more figures over here. Oh, you see that? We'll pull him in. There. Look at him in there. And see, there's his girlfriend right there. That's pretty cool, huh? So this kind of stuff Forrest Fenn digs. Look at her. There's an old man right there too. There's a couple standing there. Been there for 14,000 years. Nobody said hello to him yet. But me, I'm the only one to come by and see him. Oh, this is funny. But this was cool too, because you see there's figures over here. Look. See, this is almost Aztec-like, Here, this guy over here, he's wearing a red robe, and he's looking up at whatever's going on up there. We'll look at that in a minute. But there's these, was that a monkey or something? There's some weird stuff. And this is just turning the color up on the original picture. There's no art program. This is increasing the saturation so that old colors come through. And look, see? This guy looking down, this guy up here, he's laying on his belly and on that pink thing. I don't know. And you see this whole thing is a head. See? There's a head. There's an eye. There's his nose. There's his mouth. There's his ear. Here's his chin. Here's his shoulders. And all this stuff going on in there. There's a people, well, you said it was one thing and then you said it was another. Well, there are things inside other things. The one guy that's cool I picked out is right here. This guy. See, there's his head and his face, and here's his leg. He's walking. He's walking across here. But there's all kinds of other stuff, too. Smile. See, they have something sculpted and something else painted on top of it. And let's go to another picture. This one here was that guy there. Look at him. He's kissing this figure. See the eye, This guy, that's his eye profile. Here's his ear, and he's kissing the other figure there. Okay. And look at his headdress, man. That's some fancy headdress. There's even people in his headdress. And this person here, they're laying back. There's other, it's just all kinds of stuff in there. And there's these people in here. These little people. You see them? I'll get the camera tilted because they're kind of tilted in there. See, there's a couple people in that window. There's somebody in that window holding some, is that a magic wine glass? and some of this stuff, it's better. It depends on what time of day you're there, what way the shadows are, because maybe 4 hours later, the sun's going to be different. And you're going to see some of the other stuff better. Like, there's some people over here. See, and there's somebody laying there dead or something. It's a place where they worship the dead. And it's like a cemetery, but there's no bones. It's a cemetery it's a memorial, like, for all these ancient people. There's that guy I had cut out of the other, I had him cut. I did him in an art thing. But yeah, he goes in there. So, if I took him, where'd he go? Where'd he go? What's back here? No. Yeah. Okay. Next one. Take him, edit, copy. And then I go back to this one and paste this. Oh, he's too big. Wrong size. So, I think that was 2,200. Now, nope. He's still the wrong size, but he fits in there about like that. You see his butt, he needs to be a little, okay. Resize, just 2,000. See, I'd cut him out. Paste him back in. He goes right about there. That's good enough for what I'm trying to show you. You see, and he's there. He's kissing the other figure. So, and you see, there's a head over here, and there's other figures down in here. There's just there's people I showed you in the windows. I'm going to undo that because I didn't want that on there. Undo base. Okay. Now I'll show you another one. But my Tootsie Rolls are in the way. Oh. Well, you see, that's a mammoth head down here in the bottom. This is a mammoth head. And I got some other art from in here. If you go in here, there's what we got down here. Dude, this guy's got some nasty teeth, huh? Yeah. This guy's got his arm up waving. But mostly there'd be a lot like that that's a big elephant there. His trunk going down. Um, See, there's a head there, and there's the crown, and Jimmy D, tell us where it is. We might all visit. Tell you where the treasure is, you mean? Now this is this is where that guy came from. The one that was sitting there. So you see him in there. Um, there's other figures down here. See this guy. And this guy. Look at him. See, oh, you see this thing coming up in front of him? That's not a tie. That's an elephant trunk. Or maybe it's yeah. It's not a severed hand. You see there's a woman laying there. These guys over here. This guy climbing on the rock. So you see he's got a head, and there's a guy in here. This guy in here, see? He's like a little Buddha man in there. I got some good pictures on here, man. Here's a chain of people going across here. There's a bunch of figures carved in there. Oh, there's an animal. You see, there's a guy in that crack there. We'll just follow along the crack. And there's all kinds of... See this guy sitting in here? Just sitting there. There's the figure sitting there. Oh, what's in here? See this guy standing over there in front? Is he flipping us the bird? Hey, guy, I see you, man. Hang on, I'll be there in a couple days. Look at that. Oh, wow, man. I got to capture him. Edit. Copy. Oh, I better paste him or I'll forget. There. He is flipping us the bird, man. That's the blaze. Hey, the treasure's right there behind him. That's what I'm going to take him, and in the black space behind him, I'm going to put the treasure in there, and I'll make a cartoon out of it. But look, see, there's a face looking at him right there. There's the eye, nose, mouth. There's another face right behind him. This other person up here. This place is sculpted like nobody knows. Yeah, it's amazing. Where's the? There it is. There's where he came from. Yeah, he's flipping us the bird, man. Oh, actually, I should get a little more of that. Okay. Next, let's go to another one. See, now, these are just, kind of random pictures. This is all one hill. This is what I call this the South Temple. But you see, there's these guys up here. You see, there's a face in that hood. And there's a face in that one. And there's a face in that one. They got like hats. That's like a dog. Where we go in here? Some stuff's hard to figure out, and then once you see it, it all comes. But I can make out an elephant head trunk coming down right over here. And there's face looking up. That looks like a woman's body there. You see in her weight, her legs coming out right your waist right here. There's, but look at her face to face. There's, so there's stuff you just got to figure out what the hell you're looking, because they carved the whole thing. So you got to figure out what's what. There's two. There's a face here and a face here with two eyes. And there's somebody standing right back here. And remember, the paint washed away thousands of years ago. And you see elephant trunks coming down. Scary guys, huh? The tree shadow. Is that a tree shadow or is that? Yeah, the tree shadow kind of helped curve off the back of his head there. But there's another head right above him, Okay, another one. Okay. Oh, this one was, this is a basket here, and there's a guy up in a basket, and he's riding on this mammoth. You see the curve of the trunk curving down here. That's the head of the mammoth. And this is a basket on the back of the, and these people are up in the basket on the back of the mammoth. And yeah, see, there's another mammoth up there. And his face over here. Woohoo! Hey, guy! He's got other heads coming out of his head. And there's this guy up here who's sitting there. Or is that a bear? I don't know. What do we got? Oh, that was the other one I was looking at. But we'll go in here and see what's in here. See, there's a face. There's a person's face, their body. Here's his legs down here. So he's standing there reaching up. Oh, and there's a woman right there. Or another person. Another guy right there. And so these two guys are standing, You just go about anywhere. This is, I think, what we were looking at before was this. But you see the guy in there, and there'd be stuff down here. This person. See, two eyes, nose, mouth. Holding got a little kid there, baby. Ha ha ha. Yeah. That's cool. Sitting there on the side of the cliff, man. Hey! Keep an eye open for that treasure. It's somewhere hidden in the art. Wood means art. Look at these two guys. See this guy here? Dark hair. He's got like a mountain lion coming out the back of his head or something. Or maybe it's a fox or a rabbit. There's faces on it. There's that somebody's butt sitting there. Yeah, it's too bright. Oh, but I can adjust the light, but you can see there are figures in here. You can see this head there and the head there, and his body and arms coming down, doing something climbing over there. But that's why you turn the contrast up and down. Who's that? See his big smile across there? He's got two eyes and a big nose. Yeah. And then look. Remember George Washington? Well, this is the Indian on the buffalo nickel. He's pretty. That's awesome. I got to get a screenshot of that too. I better. Uh, yeah, I still have. I got to. Well, I can go copy that other one again. So copy. See, and I take. So I take it. I boxed him, and I did get a copy of him. Edit and copy. And then I could edit, and I can paste it in a new image. I make him bigger, and I can go. And this is how I turn. I can turn the colors up. I just go hit the saturation a little, maybe about 40, 45, and I turn the shadows down. See, he's nice and clear. Yep. And then I might. The picture is only 215 pixels across, because it was only a small piece of that picture. And this is where you get the blurry. Look, there's another face right behind him with a blue eye. Okay, but image, and I resize it, and it's 200. Make it about 600. Don't want to go too big, because you see, when I made it bigger, it just made the pixels bigger, and I got to adjust, and I blur it a little bit to make up for making it so much bigger than the original. And then I can do this photo fix again, and I can adjust the colors and the shadows a little more. And, but look, there's another face right across from him. But now maybe I want to. This is what I want to do with him is I make my. See, I want to cut everything out and just leave mostly this figure that's there, right? And it looks like he's there crawling or something. He's on the end of an elephant trunk. No. So I make my background black, and I take my thing I got so I can, and I just kind of circle around. I was deciding what way I wanted to go with that little obstacle there. So I've really selected him, but I want to select the rest of the picture and not him. So I go selection, and I invert my selection. So now I'm selected the outer part of the picture, and I hit delete, and it'll turn everything out. Oh, okay. Well, it didn't do that, but I can flood and turn it black. But now I got that other black. Okay, to get rid of that line now. Okay. Well, anyhow, so then I take this and I put it in the art program. This is too much work, all this. Why did it leave that little white fuzz? See the little white fuzzy line it left all the way around where I selected? That should have been, but if I do that delete thing again, it'll do that again. Oh, I know what to do. Layers. Merge all flatten. Now I've turned it into one layer. There's no transparent background. So hopefully it doesn't create a new one. Oh. And selection, invert, and delete. There we go. I got that little bit there. Delete that. And then I want to select a rectangle around him. And I go image and I crop it to that. And he's only 457. I want it bigger than that. Let's make it 1200. So that's 1200 pixels across now. And because I made him bigger again, I gotta blur him again. Blur so the pixels blend, and do the photo fix one more time. It's not making much difference, is it? Let's put more color in. Yeah. Okay. Then I go to save him. I got in my tombs. See, look at all these pictures I've got of this stuff. All of them have stuff in them. You know, here's a guy holding the tombstone. Here's a guy sitting there on a chair. There's just all kinds of stuff. You know, here's the temple. Here's the Olmec head. So I want to save him as I'll just save him as South Temple Chief. And then I can I take him and put him in. Go here. I already saved that, I'm pretty sure. And I bring the chief in here. And I pick how I want to just make him colorful. And I turn him into a and that takes about 10 minutes. Bunch of junk in here. I said turn around, camera. Yeah. So, what's everybody's out looking at a bird? Yeah, there's all kinds of figures in those rocks. That's why I call it Wonderland. I go up there and oh shit. And some of it you don't see what's there when you're standing there. But you take a picture, and then when you can turn the light up and down and adjust the light in the picture and stuff, then you start seeing stuff, the things that are there. Sometimes it's just, I think, moving around and all that, it affects, because your eyes are focused on, where your feet are, and they're not really focused on the, they know it's a rock wall, but that's why it's marvel gaze with marvel gaze. So, as far as the waterfall one, that's very close to the home of Brown. And just down the road from the Gypsies. It's really kind of before you get to No Place for the Meek. And before you need, well, that's where you need your paddle. that's where there's no paddle up your creek. Rather, there's no paddle up that was the one that's no paddle up that creek. And it's got that big guy there with his tongue and a waterfall sliding off his tongue, and the ram right across the waterfall, and there's heads underneath him too. It's like a totem. It's just unbelievable the amount of sculpture that's been done, and it looks completely natural to most people going by, because they might say, "Oh man, that looks like a face," but they only see the one. They don't see that there are thousands of others. It's just covered and it's not that pareidolia thing, because they're actual. The things are actually there. They were there. They've washed. I got plenty of pictures and evidence that this stuff is for real. And the people that don't believe it, idiots, just totally dumb. They're too lazy to look at it with Marvel gaze, like Forrest says, and they're too eager to criticize and stuck on their Yellowstone. I saw the what's her name did a little video today, and she was talking about the well, she got Earthquake Lake and Yellowstone and Firehole River and the Madison River and all. I would like her to explain what is subtle about the Madison River, mentioning the Madison River. What is subtle about that? What is subtle about Firehole, Hot Springs? What is subtle about West Yellowstone? What is subtle in the book about those? And why do you consider those to be subtle hints? There's only one bold hint in the book, and that's in the poem right before the word bold. It's treasure. And I'm not gonna already give me enough hints about what that is in this video. So you gotta be wise. Because there's Fenn's treasure, there's all these ancient ruins. Those are all treasures, ancient treasures that I've discovered. And the face in the water, that's all treasure. You know, the gypsies on the side of the hill, those are treasures. You put in what was that? I got to remember what my thought was, because I did a little oh, and take it in the canyon down. Take it in. Take in nature. Take in the view. That's what he's taking in. He's taking in the view of the stuff up on the hill and on the rocks. Well, I lost a bunch of people early with those pictures, huh? But they're the people that can't see the sign, because these are what the signs are. The Biddy's boy, the Rockwell boy, the all that stuff. It's about symbol. You find the treasure by the symbols. You just watch Treasure with Long John Silver, the Treasure 1954 one. Yeah. Those be his eyes, and that be his nose. The nose to the toes points the way to the treasure. And I've got one of my pictures of one of my rocks. It looks almost exactly like that one, except it doesn't have the holes through the eyes. And it's like, wow. Oh, wow. My Indian I was doing? You want to see how that come out? My Indian chief. You'll be amazed. You'll be amazed. Look at this guy. Look at him. That's pretty cool. I'm going to put him up. I'm going to make a poster out of him. Look, there's stuff in him. See? The art program adds the colors to what's already there, mostly. So the faces and stuff are not added by it just enhances the shapes that are there, already there with colors. Wow, huh? Ain't that cool? Look at his eye. Look at his teeth. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, I got a whole bunch of this stuff, and I need to open up a gallery. You think maybe I should get a GoFundMe so I can get a place to hang my art, and I'll show you where'd he go? That's where he came from. That, and so you'll see there's faces in there. They were in there. The computer brought them out. See figures in there. Guy in there. And so when we go back to the art program, it's there. Yeah. Those guys are there. Look at this guy with. He's got his Clovis spear, but he's got a ball on the end of it. Neat. I would trade 2 fat joints for the vortex print. Yeah. Oh, look at this. This guy's like he's like, look at this guy. Got like a head here, and he's got a helmet. He's like a Power Ranger dude there, sitting down. There's his legs coming down. Yeah. There's I got to pick those the Anubis one. I got those arrived tomorrow, and I'm going to pick them up tomorrow. Oh man, I'm amazed at that Indian. That's badass. Let me see that. What, the Anubis? Okay, I get Anubis going here. Gotta get him open. Open. Places, art. See, I have one folder with the original pictures and another folder that has what I've taken and turned into art. But I have 2 Anubis pictures, posters. There's one. The other one's blue. I got some blue ones going. I don't order any red ones. But I got to work out a deal with the people that print them, because they give you a discount if you order 20. And that's one of them. So I don't know. What if I want a variety of different prints, I might want 4 of each maybe, but I want a variety. So because if I want to frame them and hang them on, walls and, yeah, it's there. Okay, here's Anubis. There's the one. Oop. As Anubis, that and in his scepter there is a vortex, but what the background is what's depicted in the vortex. People going off into And this is a, you know, it's a good size. It's more than what I'm zooming in so you can see the details, you know. And there's people running to Anubis there. I'm going to use the screen, move the phone away. So I'm just blowing it up big on, this is a big screen, you know. It's about as big as it blows up. Um, there's Anubis. And the red is actually on the off of the rock that he's on. Um, okay, so I have this Anubis, and I have the other Anubis. This one's he's a little different texture and stuff. And his ramp, the ramp on the background's a little bigger and located differently. So I think that's, yeah, that's that one. It's wider, actually, but yeah, the first one's the ones I've got coming in the mail. Those come tomorrow. And you see, this is the crowd of people down here walking, heading for this ramp to go up this ramp. They go up this ramp, and at the end, you know, the gods are waiting, and they go drifting off into the vortex to go to heaven. That's how that works, and that's what's depicted in his scepter here. File. Oh, I'll show you his scepter. You see some of my art. Come on. Oh, this is one I made yesterday. This is cool. Where is it? This is Enki. And he's being presented a child here by these women. This is a baby. See the feet? There's a baby, and there's actually a small baby. There's one right in here, too. But these women here are bringing Enki, Adam. Enki created Adam on top of the mountains, at the top of the earth, high in the mountains. And this Enki is older than the one in uh, the Sumerians and all that. And you see there's faces in here. Lower, there's a woman in there. What's his, the Grim Reaper waiting up there? Or is that Anubis? That might be Anubis back there. Waiting for death. So I don't know if each of these women, look, this one has this is a woman holding a kid too. That's what, see the legs? The arm comes down and it's holding this other person in her lap. And there's other, yeah, I can't explain it all, man. But I'll show you, I was going to get you Anubis's scepter. The well, the colored one's cool. There's a lot of cool stuff in there, though. I gotta remember what I'm looking for. That's his scepter. That's one of them. This is one of the art ones of his scepter. But you see, this is what I was trying to draw in the back. You see the people along the bottom here walking along, and then they going up this ramp, and they're going into this vortex. This is his scepter. But look, there's a god sitting in there too, right on the side. This big head. Oh, that's Anubis again. That's Anubis. See his nose? Wow. The scepter of Anubis. So, yeah, I can turn that into a poster too. And look, there's a head down here and the arm reaching out. But no, this ain't, when you see somebody's arm, their arm is usually an elephant. And you see this fork thing at the end. The mammoth had, like, the end of their trunk was like a hand. They could grab things. So when you see that shape, and that shape's in the marble drawing, the Spanish Toy Factory chapter, the shape that the mammoth, end of the mammoth trunk makes. So yeah, those people are drifting off to heaven. There's a god standing back here too. Wow. So I see stuff that I ain't noticed before. There's a whole lot. Oh. What, I can add a picture to this? Trans party dream, glamour, beam. No. How do I get that little screen off the bottom? Little screen with all the little pictures showed up on bottom. Yo. Okay. Wow, there's another face in that I hadn't seen. No. The X is for ending it, and there's a little thing to get rid of that. Cowhead, crow. But seen that awesome. But that one was awesome as well. That first one. I drive down to get that one. Yeah, that's one thing. You can't. If the art is his treasure, you can't take it with you. You have to leave it there. And does anybody know how to get rid of the shit? Put a bunch of pictures on there. The normal bubbles dance party dream. What the hell's going on? What's this crap on the bottom of my screen? It's blocking all of my YouTube practically, you know? Exit. And it is it? No, I don't want to stop streaming. I want to get, there it goes. What the hell was that? He had bubbles hit normal. Oh, okay. Normal. There. So, so that was putting bubbles or something on the stupid jet I don't need. So yeah, his scepter. I'll get you a raw picture of the scepter up, but I'll get it on there before I turn the camera around again. It's the end. So yeah, I went up there the other day and searched around. I put that video up, and it was there was some stuff up there. I took a picture of it, and I was like, oh, I didn't see that till I got home. There was a thing. It was like looked like a woman sitting at a single table on a bar stool, like, leaning over the table, and I couldn't figure out what. There was something sculpted in front of her. I couldn't figure out what it was. Where's the scepter of Anubis? And I'm going to have one of the girl doing the painting, too. The girl in the purple dress. I'll make some posters. I got to make some posters of a whole bunch of stuff. Okay. We'll do it that way. Open. There. I just found the whole raw picture of Anubis to open up to. Oh, that's my other dude. Part of him. Okay. So, now we'll go switch it around. Anubis. Come on. This is Scepter. So you can see the crowd of people on the bottom walking along down here, and then they're going up this ladder and in here, and then you can see there's bodies floating around in the inside his scepter, in that vortex. See, that guy's drifting off, and there's somebody over, two people over here drifting through it. So they're getting sucked into the vortex. And there's still this guy standing here. He's pretty bold. And then I figured this is Anubis over here. It's the computer could see it. And now, I know what that is. All it was a bump. But a computer said, hey, that's Anubis. And you can see the figure here with the fork thing. That's the end of the elephant trunk. The elephant hand. Boom, just like that. See what I mean? The mammoth had almost a hand on the end of their trunk. But you see, there's people here, this girl. So there's his scepter, and this person here running to Anubis. You might know him. Look at that face right in front of him, man. Whoa. There's people right behind him, too. You know what I mean? And this is a raw picture. There ain't done nothing to this one. This guy's up here, and there's stuff painted on his forehead. There's something on there. And Anubis is like 6 feet, about 6 feet high. There's a hand and a finger pointing there. I wonder where that. So there's got to be something bigger with that hand. So, look, his knee is an elephant, a mammoth, and a trunk coming down. And his eye. Oh, maybe his knee's back here. But he's got an elephant figure in front of him. And what's this guy doing down here? Oh. But, oh, look, there's a head there. See that guy? See, here's his eye and eye. Or maybe there's another set of eyes, but I don't know. Yeah, that's dead. Oh, look, there's that hand of the elephant trunk. That's the omega shape, you know? And then there's stuff in below him. There's a little person there, two eyes, a mouth, a body, an arm, two arms, two legs. Uh, Nature doesn't just randomly draw people at different sizes. And there's a guy's head laying. See, that's his nose and his eyes. You'll find dead people laying around. Oh, look, there's a woman next to him with her elbow up against the head of her dead husband. You see? And these are words, maybe letters, ancient alphabet. It looks like, some of it. But no, that's draped from his sleeve. But yeah, Anubis is really, he's a cool one. And you see that red, like I said, that red on the poster, that's right from the original. I just take this and I can't, you know, fake, I take it and put it through an art program, but I keep the originals and I show people the originals. There's nothing's touched this picture. So, and his scepter, and I don't know what this checkerboard thing is here. There's more people in it, I know. There's a guy standing there. Oh, there's other people. Yeah. So, yeah, you gotta figure out what the hell is going on in the rest of the picture. Um, yeah, that's Enki. So, yeah, it's extremely complex. There are as many elephant sculptures as there are people. It's nuts up there. Um, and the totem, the first one I found, I thought that was it. Wow, it was because it was so. But there's hundreds of. Forrest said there's 40. I've found way more than 40. I've found hundreds and hundreds. But certain ones, the guys holding tombstones and helicopters. They've got the helicopters and the guys the Biddy Boy and the Rock. All of those are all there. The gypsies there, and you don't know which of the thousands of symbols is the one. Which of the spots in these many square miles is the spot. And so, and when you gather in your pictures and you seeing stuff and it's in the distance and you go there to look at it, on your way there you're going to find more stuff and more stuff and pretty soon, I mean, it's like your one symbol you found is the one grain of sand in the hourglass, and it's dropped to the bottom, and you, wow, this is cool. Then all of a sudden, all the other symbols start falling in. Which grain of sand is the treasure? Um, you can look at it that way. It's a pile of sand. No, but there is a pile of sand on the other side. Oh, man, if he left it in that pile of sand, oh my God. You'd never find it. It wouldn't even let you look for it. Unless you had like a metal detector coil in the sole of your shoe with a little remote. And I think you're just listening to your Walkman, You walk around them sand dunes with metal detectors in your shoes, That's an idea. I bet I could sell Garrett on that, huh? Yeah. Hey, just put the coils in the shoes. Who BCR is? Who's BC? I don't know who BCR is. Yeah. Um, do have other cool stuff. Oh, I want to open that file. Open. My Indian I just did. Where is he? Huh. He should be right there. Huh? Oh. Huh. Yeah. Well, have I entertained you enough? Let's see. Yeah, I'm driving out to North Carolina 2 weeks. Swing by the valley. Bring some beer. Yeah, I ain't going to North Carolina. I might go. Wait, winter. I think I'll go venture off somewhere again. Uh, After I go pick up those posters tomorrow, I'm gonna head up and camp close to the treasure area. Um, huh? No, 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 no. So, was there a question there? I'm driving out there. Bill, you know who BCR? I don't know. Who's BCR? You not gonna tell me? I know what BCC is. It's when you go swimming in Yosemite. It's ball cracking cold. You jump in the water, and it's the shock of the cold water. Your balls just crack in half. That's ball cracking cold. Oh, I hadn't saved it. Check man alone 2 weeks. He's looking in the desert. Forrest Fenn said it's not in the desert. Dinosaur is a desert. It's when you look at the maps of the American deserts of the West, and it's part of the Red Desert, and it's part of the other desert that comes up, from the Grand Canyon, comes up through Utah and stuff. It's Flaming Gorge is a desert. It's not the mountains; it's a gorge. What do they call it? Dinosaur National Monument. It's in a desert. I mean, this desert, it covers part of that corner of Colorado, and it goes up into Wyoming, all that area southeast of Yellowstone and southeast of the mountains there. That's all desert. Oh, yes. And I'm going to turn up color on that. That thing is badass. My new Indian poster. Yeah, about like that. Okay. So, yeah, I'm going to, I sit around here and I'm making art all day. My channel might just turn into an art channel on the stuff that I find up there, because it's an excellent base for making the baddest art you can find. Look at that! Wow, it's the Indian chief looking to the right. Yep. Look at his eye. Get the yellow eye. He's looking at you. Look at all his friends. Yeah. BCR. Who's BCR? BCR, I believe in Forrest. Who's Forrest? Oh, Well, where I don't know who's It doesn't tell me who's watching on YouTube. Facebook it'll tell you who's watching, but YouTube doesn't tell you who's watching. And if Forrest is watching, he's fine. He's not going to say nothing that'll get me to block him. I don't know if he's been in my group or not, or what, because I go through in my group. I just take people out of the group for not participating, you know, because I'm giving away. I'm talking about some secrets in there, and um, people want to. They're in there quiet and secretive. I don't know what they're up to, you know. So I try to keep people in the group that I trust. But I think I'll leave that for the closing picture. You have a good day. What? He was delete all his posts. Oh, yeah. I don't know. I don't know who BCR is. But have a good day.